In the wake of Typhoon Tino and with Typhoon Uwan approaching, the Department of Agriculture is preparing emergency measures to stabilize food supply and support affected farmers and fisherfolk. This includes possible price freezes, importation of key crops, and financial assistance to ensure communities have access to essential goods. Our Vel Custodio tells us more.
Following the declaration of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. of a state of national calamity due to the damage left by Typhoon Tino and in preparation for the impact of Typhoon Uwan, the Department of Agriculture or DA announced that a price freeze may be imposed in areas severely affected by the calamity.
If we need to do a price freeze, no, we will do so, but unfortunately, wala, kasi high value crops, medyo there's 60 commodities yan eh. So we have to really identify kung ano yung mas-short depende sa tinamaan ng bagyo. If the market of a particular province is Metro Manila, then pwedeng sa Metro Manila mag-price freeze.
According to Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr., an initial 255 million pesos worth of agricultural inputs has been allocated as assistance for farmers and fisher folks affected by Typhoon Tino. This includes fertilizers, feeds, pesticides, and repair materials for fishing boats.
Ang most affected sa atin dito will be the fishermen and fisher folks. So we are also ready to deploy yung mga Bureau of Fisheries vessels to assist them and rebuild their vessels and yung kanilang mga fishing, bigay ng fishing gears, mga payaw, mga kung ano-ano pang kailangan natin bigay.
According to the Secretary, the rice sector was not significantly affected by the recent typhoon since most of the crops had already been harvested. However, the damage to high-value crops was greater. In response, assistance from the Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation and the Survival and Recovery Loan Program is ready, allowing affected farmers and fisher folks to avail of 25,000 pesos in cash assistance payable in 3 years. To ensure that supply remains stable and the prices of basic goods will not spike, the importation is already underway, with 1,600 metric tons of carrots having entered in the country as of October. Imports of onion and broccoli are also ongoing and will be halted once the harvest season begins. Around 55,000 metric tons of galunggong are being imported until January, and 2,000 metric tons of other seafood products such as sardines, squid, and other non-locally produced fish. The DA also assured that there is an ample supply in cold storage facilities, even in Visayas, which was heavily affected by Typhoon Tino. Senator Francis Pangilinan urged local government units to coordinate with farmers, especially in areas expected to be affected by the approaching Typhoon Uwan.
Baka pwede na mag-umpisa ng early harvest ang mga farmer ng kanilang mga produkto at bilihin na ng LGU dahil magagamit din naman talaga immediately para sa mga evacuation centers kung sakaling mayroong mga evacuees.
Under Executive Order 101, or the strengthening of the implementation of Sagip-Saka Act, the national government agencies, government-owned and controlled corporations, and LGUs are now allowed to purchase storm-damaged palay, especially the Typhoon Uwan is expected to hit rice-producing regions in northern Luzon. The DA and Department of Agrarian Reform or DAR announced in a joint press conference the floor price that will be set for palay to be purchased by NGA, GOCC, and LGUs under the implementation of Executive Order 100 and 101 will initially follow the National Food Authority floor price of 17 to 23 pesos per kilo for wet palay depending on the production cost per province, while dry palay will be priced at 23 to 30 pesos per kilo. The final floor price is expected to be released in February by the steering committee composed of the DA, DILG, DTI, DSWD, DAR, and NFA. Meanwhile, Agriculture Secretary Chu Laurel announced that the tariff of imported rice will be increased in January following the end of the importation ban on well-milled and regular milled rice. However, it may not yet increase to the 35% rice tariff.
As far as the tariff is concerned, I am not promoting na ibalik siya sa 35 immediately. Pag we start buying, sigurado yan, yung presyo ng international price tataas eh. So kung sinagad natin kagad ng 35 yan at we start buying, ang presyo niyan from 450, minimum yan $50 more yan sa international market. And if we impose a 35% immediately ng tax, then tingin ko ang consumer natin tatamaan. One thing is for sure, it will not be 15%.
An internal decision regarding the tariff rate on rice imports in January is expected to be finalized by December 15. Vel Custodio for the National TV for a new and better Philippines.